For new people walking in, I think it can be kind of daunting. There's just so much going on that they don't necessarily understand or can even identify with. The best way that I can try to frame it is like walking into a cafe in a country where you don't speak the language. You kind of know what's going on. There's coffee, there are drinks, people are talking, and maybe you only know a few words of that language, and so you can kind of pick out one or two, so you kind of have an idea of what that conversation might be about, but you don't really get it, and you just have to kind of immerse yourself in that. The fastest way to learn a language is by fully immersing yourself in a culture that speaks that language, and you don't have any other option but to learn and struggle and be corrected and adjusted. And it's exactly the same way with exercise, especially this type of exercise. People who walk in, it just looks like a mess because they can't focus on one individual and what that person's doing. They see the whole, they see the chaos. And when they get involved, it helps kind of bring that into just one person's perspective, and things start to become a little bit less daunting, except they still don't understand. And so there's the introduction of movement. First, you have to figure out how to move, and then you can figure out the more detailed reasons as to why. Because without the initial understanding of what the movement is, you can't really get what the purpose of that movement truly is about. So getting in is very difficult at first, as with most things, especially new, very different activities. It's always very scary to try to do something outside your norm, but that's where life is lived. Life is lived outside of your comfort zone. That's where you make the biggest improvement. And so the people who are willing to push themselves just a little bit outside of their comfort zone are the ones that get the most out of life, I think.